Hey guys, Jesse from Fulla Strength and Conditioning here with tip number 3 of my ongoing edition of Fitness Tips Gone Wrong. Number 3, this sort of topic or piece of advice was submitted by Carly, and she says that the worst piece of fitness advice that she's been given is, alright, let me just get this from the computer. If you do what I do, so this is say a trainer or a Instagrammer, Insta famous person saying that if you do what I do, it will work for you because it did for me. Now this is very, very prevalent now in the world of social media and just in general, because people have access to this thing called the internet. And it's quite funny, but it's also very frustrating as a coach because you have all of these different people, these wannabe trainers or people who have just a good body, and they're basically telling the general population that, this is what I did. If you do X, you will look like me. And that is a total crock. And the reason for that is every single person on this planet is different in some way, shape or form. Have a look to the person next to you. If you have someone next to you, or have a look at the next person that you see in your day, and just have a look at the differences, have a look at the similarities and see what you see. You have different builds, you are different sex, might be male, female. Already that's a huge discrepancy or huge variable that obviously you can't change. And there's just no way that this is actually accurate, okay? And I want to outline that there are training principles and programming templates that can work for certain goals. Okay, I have them myself in my business. If someone wants to lose body fat or tone up and things like that, I have a template for that. Okay, I have a structure, but I don't say if you do this exact number of sets, exact number of reps at this weight, you will look like me, or you will look like Sally, or whoever is that's actually portraying that message. And the biggest culprit that I can think of, and you're probably thinking of it right now, is Instagram. There's so many people who, do bodybuilding shows or figure competitions, and they've got this massive following because they look good. There's nothing wrong with looking good. That's fantastic. If that's your goal to, change the way that your body looks and your physique, that's awesome. I am all for that. I want to help you achieve that. But if you're under the assumption that, let's say, Sally, over in Colombia or Brazil, who's got a really nice booty, is telling you to do glute kickbacks for 3 sets of 15 to 20 is going to give you a really firm shaped butt, you're kidding yourself. You really are. And it's really unfortunate because it's sort of a monkey see, monkey do approach. You see someone who looks good, they say they do X, you do X, and you hope to get that same result. It doesn't work like that because what else do they have going on in their life? I guarantee, especially these figure competitors and things like that, bodybuilders, their diet is a lot different to you. Okay, their lifestyle is a lot different to yours. Okay. Their job might be to actually just lift weights, eat food, sleep, repeat, and endorse some supplements. And that's what you've got to understand is that if you're being told one thing directly from I just use that figure or bodybuilding sort of stereotype because it's what I see the most often. It's very prevalent. Is if someone's condoning a workout, if they're saying, if you do this workout, you will look exactly like that, you've got to have a look in the mirror and you've got to really assess what they're actually trying to sell you, because I guarantee they're probably trying to sell you something. So it's not the greatest piece of advice in the world. What I can tell you is that there are certain principles, okay? There are certain, body markers that we can definitely adjust and work with. The human physiology tells us one thing. There are definitely factors and training styles that we can use to get a certain outcome or result. I'm not debating that at all. That is absolutely true. But the notion that if you do exactly what I do, you will look like me, that is not true. Okay? If I was to give 10 different people the same workout plan, I could have 10 different sets of results. And there's a lot of variables that go into it. So don't just assume you've been given this workout by Sally or by whoever it is that you will magically look like a supermodel or a bodybuilder. It's not going to happen. There's too many variables and factors that go into it. So take things with a grain of salt. If something sounds too good to be true, do 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps of glute kickbacks to get a nice firm booty. It's going to be a little bit harder than that. I can guarantee you, unless you're already pretty close to that sort of physique, it's going to be harder than that, ladies. Okay? Guys, the same thing. If Men's Health is telling you that Arnold did 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps on bicep curls or screw curls or tricep pushdowns is going to get you arms like Arnie, I guarantee you that's not going to happen. Arnie was on a lot of gear, Arnie was eating a lot, and he was training a lot. Just have a look at the movie Pumping Iron. You can get some feedback on, you know, the intensity and everything that sort of went into his preparation. So that's it. Fitness tip number 3 gone wrong. If you do what I do, you will look like I do. It is a myth. I hopefully have busted it and given you a valid rationale and explanation as to why this is the case. If you don't agree with me, that's cool. Drop a comment below. Let's get a dialogue going. I'd love to chat further. If you agree with me, give us a thumbs up. Show some support, and hopefully this message can start to spread. I want to, you know, break down some myths and actually discuss training principles and do it via science-backed evidence and training principles. So there we have it. That is fitness tip number 3, done and dusted. Hopefully you enjoyed it, but more importantly, I hope you got something out of it. Make sure that you have a program specific for you and your goals. And then obviously, I'm not going to touch on nutrition. You need to hit you need to be ticking all the boxes to get a certain outcome. So don't just think by doing one exercise for X amount of repetitions, you will get Y result. There it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon for tip number 4. Bye-bye.